You know, I said this at the top in the introduction as well, that whether it is stranded Indians in Ukraine or whether it is in Yemen and now, of course, these stranded workers in Uttarkashi, you have been at the forefront of all these rescue operations. You've become some kind of a go-to rescue man for India. But more than that, India has also been pitching for a while now this idea of an international coalition for disaster management. Do you think that idea is a time that has come now? And therefore, what are the lessons that India can offer to the world, not just from what we saw in these last 17 days, but these various disaster management missions that you have undertaken in the last 10 years?
We have learnt our lessons very well. And one thing which our Prime Minister laid down right in 2014, and that has been followed, that no matter where you are in the world, if you get stuck, if you are in trouble, the government will ensure that we can take you out. Now, same thing was for the tunnel. We had the resources. It required, with so many agencies working, it required management and coordination. And this was a matter concerning the Ministry of Road, Highways and Transport. So we had Gadkari ji, checking what is happening every day, what more can be done. We had our Secretary Moth, who was present with me on the ground, taking decisions which resources have to come from where. We had a team from PMO so that coordination can be done. So this coordination and the type of directions that you flow from the top are the biggest lessons. If the directions are clear, if you know somebody is concerned, automatically things start happening.
And since you're connected with the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and this project was being undertaken by these workers for the ministry, and an audit, I believe, has been issued for all tunnel projects. What can you tell us in terms of what this incident has taught you when it comes to such large infrastructure projects, particularly in ecologically sensitive zones like Uttarkashi?
Let me assure you, technologically, whatever techniques we are using are good techniques. They are the techniques which are also approved by the International Tunneling Organization, whose head, Arnold Dix, was at the site. Our problem is our geology. What can succeed elsewhere may not succeed with the type of geology that we have. Even in this particular case, this particular area where the fault took place, for almost, one can say, 3.5 to 4 years, this area was absolutely stable. It is when they started doing a permanent work on it that it just came down. Geology needs a greater study, and this is a lesson that we have already taken. And when we carry out, feedback from all other agencies who were there, as well as what our experience has been, we will come out with a suitable thing which will ensure that tunneling is not only safe, but in case something happens, we are able to do things better.
All right. General V.K. Singh, as always, a pleasure speaking with you, and many, many congratulations to you and your team for leading this rescue effort. Thank you for speaking with us. All right. That was General V.K. Singh, who was there on ground at Ground Zero, overseeing these operations for the last 17 days. And like I said, he's become a bit of a rescue man for India, whether it's extracting Indians who are stranded in Yemen or in Ukraine, or now, of course, these stranded workers in Uttarkashi. We'll take a quick break, but news and updates continue right on the other side.